Today we're going to break down auction market theory. 90% of day traders do not understand auction theory. It's probably why 90% of day traders are failing. I'm JD Hyter, technical analysis strategist. I teach struggling traders how to improve performance through better chart reading. You could be the next dance to freedom, telling the community you're done for the day because you have got in, got out, and taken your profit for the day with the IOTS Protocol. Now, I help people finally get over the hump through my free guide, Finally Funded. So if you need a little help in your trading journey, just comment below. Give me the guide. You can also scan this QR code and I will send you Finally Funded. Now listen, I'm gonna really break this down for you today. It is so good you are watching this because most traders have this backwards, all right? Most of you are taught to seek out trends, right? To seek out, that run, that rally. That's what you're looking for each and every day. And it's probably why you're struggling, because the market only trends 25% of the time. So if it's only trending 25% of the time, what is it doing the other 75%? We're in a range, okay? So here's what you need to understand about auction market theory to make it as simple as I can. The market moves from a range, a trend, but the trend only takes us to another range, okay? That's auction market theory in a nutshell, because the market is an auction. So the market is always trying to facilitate trades and transactions, okay? The market that you are trading, the point of it is to facilitate trade, okay? The best place to facilitate trade is where buyers and sellers feel that the price is fair or equal. Then you will get transactions and trading going. That's the range. But eventually, either buyers or sellers will take control, and then you get a trend. That's what starts the trend. But what you don't realize is that trend is it's gonna be very short-lived, and the whole purpose of it is just to take us to the next equilibrium, fair level range, okay? We move from range to range, actually. It goes range, a small trend, a small outliner, a small range trend takes us up to the next level, because what's happening is prices are looking for somebody to trade with, okay? It's an auction, people. It's an auction. So the market is always looking for somebody to trade. So I'm gonna go to a price chart now and I'm gonna show you how the market really moves, okay? We go from range trend to another range, all right? So if you focus on ranges, change the whole game. Let's check it out. Okay, guys, let me show you. We're just gonna go back a couple days. This is the current day, all right? So this block will be yesterday. This block will be the day before yesterday. All right, we're just gonna start right here. I'll just explain something to you. So let's start with the range, as I just said. When you have a range, I'm gonna put it right here. You see this? Now, first of all, Jay, how do you find a range? A very easy way to know if you're in a range is to put a 21 EMA on your price chart. If the 21 EMA looks like a roller coaster, you're in a range. All right. So as you clearly see here, we are ranging, okay? I probably could have took this back a little bit over here, but overall prices are in a range. We tried to break out, it failed. Tried to break out the bottom, it failed. The EMA looks like a roller coaster. We are clearly in a range, but then we get this, hold on, let me get my tool up. We get this breakout, pullback, entry right there, all right? Let me put another color. It's a breakout, pullback, entry. Look, it broke out the range, pulled back, tested the breakout area. Boom, this is our trade. We take this all the time, okay? So boom, now, but what happened here, all right? We were in a range, then the buyers took over, right? So what's gonna happen? They're gonna take us up to the next level of fair value, or they're gonna find the next range, or they're gonna find sellers who are willing to trade. This is what the market is doing. It's looking for participants who are willing to trade at certain price points, and the market is going to keep trending until it finds those people. And once it finds them, then we're going to go into the range, because transactions are taking place. Buying and selling is taking place. And so nobody's in control. It's just the market doing what the market does, facilitating trades and transactions. All right. So boom, we get the trend. This is a clear trend. We're above the 21 EMA. Want to know if you're in a trend? Want to know if you're in an uptrend? If prices are consistently staying above the 21 EMA, you're in an uptrend. Okay, so we hit this uptrend, right? Then what? We find a bottom right here. Then what? We find a top right here. So for you IOTS Protocol traders, or for you who just started watching this video, so glad you found it. Or you should be so glad you found it. What's gonna happen? I just told you, the trend all the trend does is takes us up into another equilibrium, another range, another zone. And it's probably gonna stay in that zone for a little while. So once you understand that, now you start to play range rules. Okay, so we got this range here, right? Now, I'm gonna just leave the yellow lines. This is my key entry levels. Okay, so for this day, we traded up into it. We get a touch at the bottom, a touch at the top, another touch at the bottom. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. At this point, I know I'm in a range, right? Oh, I didn't mean to move that. At this point, we know we in a range. We've had a touch at the bottom, a touch at the top, another touch at the bottom. Another touch at the top, I'm going. We don't get it though, right? But then you get this touch at the bottom. Should you go right here? Yes, you should. I mean, you know you're in a range, so range rules apply. What are range rules? You only trade from the extremes. When you get to the bottom, you buy. When you get to the top, you sell. You don't do nothing in the middle. So you buy right here, that's an easy one. This goes 10 points. I mean, you get in at 6,600, it goes up past 60, you know. I mean, that's really almost a 20-pointer right there. 20-point range fade. Everybody else is telling you to stay away from ranges. Don't trade the ranges. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Listen, you trade these ranges, man. 20 point off the key entry point range. Right there. All right. Then we'll just keep going over. Look at the 21 EMA roller coaster. What are we doing? We're ranging. Now this is a tight range. This is the kind of range that they tell you to stay out of, and they're right. This boy is tight. This boy is only 10 points. Sure, you can still get a couple. If you're a scalper, yeah, this is money though. But I can stay out of it because I have key entry levels that's even stronger. So then we hit the top. We hit the top, y'all. Now we would expect what? For it to drop down. But sometimes we get a breakout. We'll see what happens. We hit the top. Look at it. Look at it. It hit the top, right? Why didn't that take off? Because we're in a range, all right? And there's a whole bunch of sell orders up there, and range rules will say sell right now. So I see this. I would have saw this. I would have saw this high. Come on, stop playing. I would have saw this high, lower high, and I would have went right there on the signal candle. Let's see. I would have won. It would have been short-lived, but I would have went right here off my key entry point, and I would have got in at 63, let's say 60C34. We would have easily, that's a 6-pointer. That's another 6 points. It didn't go all the way to the bottom, nowhere near, but it's a 6-point win just off of the understanding of the market. Excuse me, just off the understanding of the auction market theory. Okay, so it broke up. Oh, we got a breakout, folks. Look, let me show it to you. We broke out barely. It broke back in. Then it made a low, push up, higher low. Can I get a signal candle? Yes, we can. You see this big, huge signal candle right there? Right off the 21 EMA. That's your go signal. And boom. Okay. Every trade we're taking, we're playing off of the auction market theory, knowing that we're going to range most of the time, but eventually you will get a breakout. And it's normally awesome when it comes, because you've been waiting for it. All right, boom, we broke out, but it was short-lived. But look, it still gave us our pattern. For those who've been watching all week, trend up, trend break, retest the new high, the high higher than that one. That's how the market moves, people. So now we come down. Oh, look at this. Now this is what you call a break back in. Still playing with these same key entry levels from our auction market theory. So this time we break back in. So you should wait for the break, wait for the test area, which is here. You also got to push up, first entry push up. This is a second entry short, but that's another setup. But regardless, we would expect to go to the other side, because we broke out and couldn't stay out, came right back into the zone, that tells me we're probably gonna go to the other side. But even if we don't, let's just say, again, because we understand this, we probably get in right here. Our stop is here. We survive this and we catch, what do we catch? What would we have caught? Yeah, we catch, it didn't go all the way to the other side, but we enter here, we catch this boy to here. That's well under 66.10. That's probably 66.05. You would have got in up here at 66.30. Another 20-point key entry point market theory trade, because we understand how the market works. All right. So I'm trying to tell you, hey, what's today? Thursday? Mark this day down. Like this video, say this video, this is the one right here. You're a lucky person catching this one. So check it out. Let's see what else happens, right? Let's just see what else happens here. Then we stay in. We also had 2 legs down, by the way. Trend down, trend break, retest a new low. Market cycles everywhere. Watch the video from yesterday if you understand that. Then we came back up. What do we do? What do we do, folks? We touched what? We touched the top key entry point again, which is the top of the zone that we've been in for 2 days now. Again, you should be playing range rules. So you go right here and this thing drops down to, again, 66.12, right? Off of 66. Another 10, 20 point drop, right? 10, 20 points is very significant in the futures market. If you don't know it, this is the ES futures that we're talking about here. A 20-point drop at 50 bucks, just one contract at 50 bucks a contract, and you do the math. So we still rocking. We still know what's happening. Oh, and then bang, we get to today. Look at this, folks. To finish it off, and this is the payoff, right? When you understand how the market works, right? We've been in this zone. We've been taking our base hits all week. But we know we know that eventually somebody's going to take over and a trend is going to start. And it's going to start with a breakout pullback. And we're going to be Johnny on the spot when that boy trigger. And here it is. So we tried to touch top twice. We touched the bottom. And then we just, boom, breakout. Pullback, couldn't even touch the breakout area. Big candle right there. Take it. Take it, baby, because you've been waiting for this all week, okay? You've been waiting for the breakout all week. See, most people are trying to trade the trends every day. Hey, we trade in what the market gives us because we can read a price chart. We know exactly what's going on. And so we trade appropriately for what the market is giving us, and we just wait for that breakout pullback, and we catch it every week. And when we catch it, that's our 50, 100-point boy, because it's a breakout of a strong zone that we've been in for days. When you catch that, when you can catch that breakout consistently, game changer. Game changer. And that's what we're teaching people how to do. Change the game. Look at this drop, people. If you catch this drop, my goodness, we gonna seal it. We gonna call it a week on this. You catch this drop right here, 65.90. This thing is still dropping. I mean, we at 65.23. 70. 70 points, people. All right. Hey, if you're new to trading, subscribe. This is what you want, all right? You need to learn how to read a price chart. You need to learn about auction market theory. You need to learn about the rule of 2. You get these 3 pillars together, your whole trading journey can change overnight, all right? A lot of this is in my free guide, Finally Funded. If you need a little help on your trading journey, your boy is here for you. Just comment below, give me the guide. You can also scan this QR code, and I'm gonna send you Finally Funded, all right? So that's gonna wrap it up for the week. I hope you stay tuned. If you didn't, check out the week. It was an awesome week, all right, in the marketplace, and we saw a lot of good trades, and we learned a lot about how the market works and moves this week. So definitely go back, check out all the videos, and come back next week, Monday, so we can do it again and look at some live charts, all right? So until next time, as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye.